Afternoon all. So as Jez said, I'm Dean. I am working on the Early Help Families team with the Runcorn locality, and yeah, this is my story of being a single male adopter. Let's see if this works. There we go. So I'll go through sort of why I wanted to do it, and sort of some challenges that I've had along the way. So reasons why is I've always wanted to adopt, always wanted children, from sort of being as far back as I can remember. Just unfortunately I've never met the ideal partner to have them with. So it came to this sort of stage and I was just like, how can I do it without somebody? Obviously for a woman it's a bit easier than a guy. So I looked around and thought adoption would be the best way. It allows me to provide a positive life for a child that's potentially not had the best sort of introduction into the world. And then it does allow me to be the chance to be a dad. And as I say, I got to the stage where I just gave up waiting to meet the love of my life, shall we say. So initial challenges. So the first social worker that came round, she was, I think, prejudiced in some ways. I was single male. Oh my God, you're a single male. Oh my God, you live with your mum. Just excuses on top of excuses. The house wasn't big enough. You don't have enough in savings. It's a 3-bedroom house. There's only 2 people living in that house. It's not big enough. So reached out to different agency, and then different story then. I'm also quite often put on a pedestal, as Jez just did there. Being a single male, being an adopter, wanting to be that. Over some of the social workers that I've spoke to over 16 years, they've maybe known one other single male adopter. I am often put on a pedestal, which can be a bit nerve-wracking sometimes. I've gone through that one already. So the financial side of things as well. I've always just had my money's been my money, so I've got that financial side of I'm only one person putting into sort of the adoption and that. And then the emotional toll it's up and down, as I say, with the experiences of that initial social worker coming out that was like, oh my God, is this going to be feasible? To then the next one coming out and being like, oh my God, she thinks I'm amazing. So some of the worries that I've got is some are going to be the same as most people. So am I going to be a good role model for a child? Like everybody in the room probably got some bad habits. Will they pass over to a young person? Will they not? Being the only male in groups, so like if I get my wish of adopting a baby, am I going to be the only male that's going to baby massage groups or any group like that? Am I going to be the only male there? School gates when they're a bit older, am I going to be the only male at school gates? Parents' evenings, I'm going to be the only male there. Oh my God. Constant questions about the adoptions. So again, when the young person's growing up, am I going to constantly be questioned about why did you adopt? Where have you come from? And then having to sort of explain as well to sort of the GP or any medical appointments, I don't know the history of this child because they're adopted. It's again just reiterating it all the way through sort of the child's life. Will my child be bullied? Again, being a single male, not having any mum, is that child then, when they get to school, they're going to get bullied? Oh my God, you've got no mum, you've only got a dad. Is that going to be an issue for them if they disclose that they're adopted? Is that then going to get bullied about being adopted? And then the questions around sort of, where's mum? Why don't I have a mum? Obviously they're going to know about birth mum, but why have they not got a mum in the house? And then one thing that I didn't put on there is the literature. So one of the big things that I like to do is talk about adoption with the young person, from a baby growing up. So you can get baby books on we adopted you, you're part of our family. You can get it for heterosexual couples, gay couples, lesbian couples, single mums, but nothing for single dads about why dad wanted to adopt you. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge sort of going forward about teaching that from at such a young age. And then the positive experiences that I've had. So the support from family, friends, work colleagues has been absolutely amazing. So one of the big ones, I'm going to shout out Krista here. The second I went in the office and said to Krista, I'm thinking of adopting, within a day or two, I had the adoption policy on my desk and she was supporting me from the get-go. Within the office and that, if I go in, everyone wants to know where I'm up to, how's it going. I've got constant support around me, whether it's, as I say, at work or at home. The adoption social worker from Adoption in Merseyside, a really, really positive experience with them. So they came into the house and it was like, oh my God, the house is huge. I can't believe how big the house is. They were like, oh, you live with your mum, it's a really strong support network. You've got more than enough in savings. Your current job role is going to be amazing, supporting you, a child that you end up with moving forward. And sort of within her coming in, within the last 10 weeks or so, we've gone pretty much through the whole stage 2, and she's got me the adoption panel sorted and ready for April. So once that's done, then is my next steps, go through the matching process and then hopefully end up with a child by August, September. So it's just a total difference in the social workers' attitude from the first one that was, I think, with Together for Adoption, where it seemed very negative and just came away thinking, God, how am I going to get through this? To the support that I've had from sort of social worker at the minute, that's been really pushing it forward. And I think that's it.